The United States maintains an obesity rate of roughly 36%, while Japan sits at just 4.9%. This physical disparity coincides with a life expectancy gap of 5 full years. This chart visualizes that statistical divide. On one side, soaring U.S. obesity rates parallel a shorter life expectancy. On the other, Japan's metrics show a population living longer with significantly lower body mass. It is common to assume this health gap is a fixed result of Asian genetics. However, when Japanese citizens adopt a Western lifestyle in the U.S., they develop Western rates of obesity and chronic disease within a single generation. If DNA remains constant while health outcomes plummet, it suggests our environment actively overrides our biology. The standard medical model often treats joint pain, fatigue, and weight gain as isolated failures of individual parts. This approach leads to a cycle of managing symptoms rather than investigating their origin. Functional medicine views these seemingly unrelated issues as a synchronized alarm system ringing out from 37 trillion individual cells. When our cellular network is overwhelmed by external stressors, from poor diet to environmental pollutants, the structural integrity of the cell membrane can begin to buckle and vibrate under the pressure. Silencing these individual alarms with separate medications ignores the systemic cellular collapse occurring throughout the body. Modern life introduces persistent organic pollutants, or POPs, into our systems through food additives, plastics, and industrial chemicals. To protect vital organs, the body utilizes a containment strategy, trapping toxins inside expanding adipose tissue. This fat acts as a biological quarantine, keeping poisons from the heart. During dieting, the brain resists burning this fat, fearing it will release stored toxins. In this state, stubborn weight is a sign of the body prioritizing immediate survival over aesthetic changes. When these stored toxins and the resulting oxidative stress go unchecked, they begin to degrade the body's cellular power plants. This diagram shows the mitochondrion, where reactive oxygen species, or ROS, physically interrupt the cycle producing ATP, your cell's primary energy source. This biological rusting contributes heavily to chronic fatigue, creating a severe energy deficit that caffeine simply cannot fix. The traditional Japanese practice of hara hachibu, eating until 80% full, acts as a consistent trigger for dietary hormesis. This mild stress activates autophagy, a biological recycling process where cells identify and break down their own damaged or rusted components. Japanese longevity is largely supported by this cultural habit of maintaining a biological self-cleaning cycle that manages the toxic load and repairs cellular generators. Activating these same cellular mechanisms is possible without relocating to a blue zone or adopting a foreign diet. The protocol focuses on 3 specific goals: reducing the environmental toxic load, supporting structural cell repair, and fueling mitochondrial ATP production. When the body is no longer forced to maintain a state of constant quarantine, fat storage can stabilize and cellular vitality can return. The 10-day cellular reset serves as a blueprint to begin optimizing these internal pathways.